Hi everyone, it's me, Tommy Bob. Well, hey, it's been a while since we've talked. But anyway, Tommy Bob and Brian are here again to talk to you about another handy little idea that we have. I just wanted to say this to our viewing public out there. Thank you very much. 1,650 views on our idea of keeping the hubcap on. That was Brian's idea. Great idea. You people love it. That's the whole reason that we're going to keep on doing these videos. So today we're going to talk to you about bird feeders. More importantly, we're going to talk to you about those pesky little critters that get into that seed in your bird feeder and they eat it all up, and those poor little feathered friends of ours that come in there to eat, and there's nothing there and you know, you think those damn little chipmunks are cute. They're the peskiest little critters on earth. They will eat every little thing in that bird feeder and just sit there and stare at you and smile. So today, Brian's going to show you a surefire cure to keep these pesky little critters off of your bird feeder. These cage feeders, you know, where you've got a cage around it and you think, they're not going to get into that cage. They'll get into that cage unless you use this idea. This idea will keep them out. Surefire cure. Watch Brian do this.
All right, first off, you need to know that you're going to need some safety equipment. Whether you choose to use it or not, that's totally up to you. But there's goggles, there's glasses, safety glasses.
And Brian's surefire protect yourself hat. He wears it for every demonstration.
So, and then we have leather gloves, you know, for those that choose to want to wear this. Some of it's not necessary, but...
Hold on a second. Give me those gloves. Now, can you imagine yourself screwing screws into the top of this thing with these asbestos gloves on? I'm just telling you, you know, just be careful you don't get little splinters in your hands, okay? Because, you know, you can't work with these things on. These things are too heavy and bulky.
So we should really get on with this, Tommy Bob.
Oh, get back to it then. Sorry,
all right.
Sorry to interrupt you.
First off, there's the bird feeder right there. If you take a look at it, it's without really any protection, except the fact that it's hanging on a rope. And you would think, with it being on a rope, that a chipmunk or a squirrel would have great difficulty getting into it, but they do get into it. They actually jump onto the top of the bird feeder and then swing in through the holes, and then they go to town on the bird seed. So the solution that I've come up with is to take a funnel and fill the funnel with screws. It's something that's easy to do, screwing the screws in here. You'll see that I screwed them from inside, and there is a point on the outside. Now, squirrels and chipmunks are very clever animals. They won't get hurt when they see this. It's because they kind of size up what they're going to do before they do it. So they'll see the little points, and then they'll make a judgment call, and then they'll be on their way. So this is just a funnel that I bought at Canadian Tire. This is a before and this is an after. And what I've done is I've taken a 16th inch bit and I drilled holes into the funnel like so.
Be careful not to drill a hole in your hand.
Oh yes, you notice that's maybe where the leather glove might come in handy, though I've done this numerous times. But Tom's right, and the thing is, I'm drilling from the outside in. This way my hands are well away from the drill bit. And then once I've drilled the holes, I will take the 3/4 inch screw, which is an 1/8 inch thick, and I will take and screw that through the 16th inch hole like so, and I will continue to do this until it looks like this one right here.
Till it looks like the outside of an armored car protecting it from thieves getting in.
For sure.
It looks prehistoric to me,
It
but it
does.
works.
It does. So rather than me do this, we'll cut the video here, and then we'll go over to the bird feeder, and then we'll put it on the bird feeder.
Well, I think that's a great idea. Why don't we give that a try? I tell you, if I was a squirrel looking at the top of that bird feeder, I wouldn't want to be jumping onto that. Keep in mind, no birds, no squirrels, no chipmunks have been hurt during the making of this video.
Absolutely.
Hi everybody, it's me, it's Tommy Bob. Now normally when I have something like this in my hands, I want to cut something like tin or something like that.
Now Tommy Bob.
But it's okay. I'll put them away. I was just playing. Anyway, here we are. Now, I want to be a little bit more specific about this. Brian was saying that he drilled certain size holes and put certain size screws in. Feel comfortable to put in whatever size screws you want, as long as you make the holes smaller than the screws, so the screw screws into there tight, and you come up with this kind of a result. Okay, I'll turn it over to Brian.
Well, this bird feeder is designed in such a way that I can take, Tommy Bob, if you could hold that, I can take this and I can slip it up the wire like so, and with a hook on the top that I fashioned into a wooden plug, I've managed to be able to do it this way. Now, for the benefit of those that don't have this situation where they can do this, you can also cut a groove, or actually cut the funnel in half and just pull it off like so, and put it on back on like so. And Tommy Bob was talking about this in the beginning, about making the holes bigger for the squirrels. Yeah, this is what you can use. It's a pair of tin snips, and you can just snip
Or
up
if you have a good pair of industrial strength scissors, they'll do the job for you.
Yeah, the idea is to take and cut up the side of the funnel. So what happens now is the squirrels will be up in the tree. Before, they used to go from the branch, and they used to jump on the top here and then swing down into here. And so now this is here, so when they go to jump on the top, they're going to land on these points, and they're just not going to do it. So, Tommy Bob?
Okay, let me tell you. So, this is an easy peasy way of keeping your seed inside your feeder, as Brian demonstrated. And normally he can't demonstrate this without his hat on, but he had his hat on, so we're lucky today. So anyway, now what's going to happen here is you're going to take that big bag of bird seed and those black oilers, you're going to put them in there, and they're going to stay in there, and those birds are going to enjoy them to the very last kernel. These squirrels will not get into this. They cannot jump up from the bottom, they cannot jump down from the top, and they certainly can't fly, unless you live in a place where they have flying squirrels. In some cases that is true, but in this case there is none here. So, good demonstration, Brian.
Thank you, Tommy
As
Bob.
As always. Now listen, as you know, Tommy Bob has all kinds of other things on the go. So, don't forget to tune into YouTube to see Tommy Bob's newest song. It will be released by the end of the week. Don't forget. Alternative country. Brian, Tommy Bob, goodbye.